Hi students, hello my loving boys and girls. I think you are pretty well, safe and sound. But believe me, I have been missing you greatly because I miss the roaring of the class. Sometimes I think right now in the very quiet atmosphere of the school when I find nobody of you, I think that cacophony which came from you should be the symphony for the teachers. Students, I must not waste time today. I want to deal with a very small chapter of grammar, that is adverb. Students, I think you all know what adverb is. Still we have to move forward because gradually we are upgrading ourselves and updating ourselves. Students, here again I have come with this whiteboard and the black marker and the red marker. It is very pleasing come back for me to you. Students, you have read out the part of speech, and in the parts of speech you know that there are 8 elements, namely noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction and interjection. Today I am going to deal with adverb. I think you will be as attentive as those classes which we have been missing today. Anyway, today I am to tell you what is an adverb. As I mentioned the name adverb, and if I tell you right now, please write down five adverbs before giving a minute or two. I know you will all write 5 words like quietly, shortly, correctly, etc. All the words ending with ly. This is our conception. There is nothing wrong in it. I must tell that you have all written some correct answers, but we need to learn more. So I am here today with you. Let us have that warmth of the classroom and let us be very positive today. Be attentive, and much attention is needed right now. Students, let me explain. Here I have written a word adverb, and before that I have written also a word adverbium. The word adverbium, actually the English word adverb originated or came from the Latin word. Again I am telling you the Latin word adverbium. That adverbium means that which is added to a verb. That which is added to a verb. So students, you know this particular word adverb was not born one day. In the transition period from Latin, it moved to Greek. In the world of Greek, it was called, see the word, epirehema. Epirehema is a Greek word. Epir means upon, and rehema means verb. So actually in Greek it is said a word that is used upon a bird or on a bird. So you can easily understand the source of the word adverb. So students, I like to tell you today adverb. So means it generally gives you an information. An adverb is a word or a phrase that actually describes a verb. That actually describes a verb. But today we have to tell something more. I have written already. You must write it down. An adverb is a word. An adverb is a word or expression that describes or modifies a first verb, second adjective, third another adverb. We have to deal with this three today. We must not go beyond this. Today we must not go beyond this, otherwise the whole section will confuse you. Students, you have well understood that today we have already learned that an adverb is a word or expression that describes or that modifies or that qualifies a verb. This is the fundamental word. Verb, an adjective, and also an adverb, another adverb. So students, examples are always better than dry lecturing. So students, you know, suppose I have written this particular word. She speaks loudly. He is a good boy. He walks first. I have written three sentences. Students, he speaks loudly. Now, he speaks loudly. What is the verb? The verb is speak. So students, ask the verb speak with a question how. It expresses manner. How does she speak? The answer is loudly. So this particular word modifies the verb or describes the verb. So it is an adverb. And it qualifies the verb speak. Then he is a good boy. Students, you are very much clever enough, you are intelligent enough. Here I have left a gap for you. There is a gap for you. And you know here there is no adverb in this sentence. Boy is noun, good is adjective, good is adjective. His pronoun is be verb and a article. So students, why I have written it? I am giving examples of adverb. I have not given an example of adverb. Why? But now, if I push the word or put the word very here, I have given the word, I have filled up the gap with the word very. Now, he is a very good boy. Now you know this, how good? Very good. So, this particular word very qualifies the adjective. So, it is also, the word very is an example of adverb. It qualifies the adjective. So, the students, you need to know those particular things which I have marked with round shaped. So those round shaped marks actually we need to follow. And here, and then I write now this another sentence. He walks fast. He walks. This is the verb. He walks. How he walks? Fast. So definitely it is an adverb. It is an adverb. But in the third one, here it is written that an adverb also qualifies, modifies, or describes another adverb. So if I use the word here, he walks very fast. He walks very fast. How fast? Very fast. So this is another adverb. It qualifies both of these words are adverb, but this word qualifies this one. So it is an adverb qualifier adverb. So adjective qualifier adverb, verb qualifier adverb. The very name adverb suggests that it should qualify or modify or describes the verb, but it does something more. So today, grammarians or the modern grammarians or the modern experts of grammar do not look upon adverb as a part of speech, but they always say it is a catch-all words, or catch-all phrases or catch-all phenomena. Anyway, so students, we need to have some fair conception today. The definition says an adverb is a word or expression that describes, modifies, or qualifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. And I have written something more on the next class, and when you move forward or go forward, definitely we will deal with all these things. But if I do all these things in a single time, it will confuse you. And today we should not do that. So students, right now I think in this first attempt, I have been able to give you a fair conception about what is adverb. So let us move for the second perception and the second movement or the second attempt. Before closing this particular video, before ending it, I want to tell you, if you have anything to ask me, you can ask me, because you know I am always ready to face questions from you, because if you ask questions, it gives me much pleasure, and I find genuine pleasure in dealing with your questions. Thank you. Students, let us move forward. Here I have written generally expresses what? An adverb generally expresses what mood, what function. Suppose it is manner. You need to know manner. Then I have written place. Then I have written degree. Then I have written time. Then I have written frequency and level of certainty, etc. You need not to remember right now level of certainty, etc. But you have to learn manner, place, time, frequency, and of course degree. These 5 elements you need to remember. Students, here answer the questions. Which adverb answers the questions? How or in what way? Suppose I have already written a word. Again I am telling you, Ritobrato or Ritadrito writes slowly. Now ask the verb with the question how. How does Ritadrito write? Answer is slowly. So it expresses the manner. Likewise, manner, that is how or in what way. When expresses time, you know, I did it yesterday. When? Yesterday. Yesterday is an adverb. I will come never. When? Never. This also expresses time. And where? Where? To denote place. You have already written place. So place where. Place where. Time when. Manner how. These are the common expression. And in what way. Generally you need to remember these things only. Suppose you are giving an example of I will go there. Where? There. So there is an adverb. So students, how many types of adverbs are there, you can easily see from this discussion. Students, so let me finish it in a very brief way. The generally expresses the feelings, expresses the moods. What moods? Manner, denotes place, time, frequency, degree, and of course it is certainty. I have told you the level of certainty should not be thought right now. Right now you need not to think about it. You think about the 5 categories. And these are the questions you have to ask. Then you get the answers of adverb. So students, it is so easy. We need to give some examples. More and more examples will ease the situation. Will remove all the discomfort in you. And you can identify the adverbs very easily. So students, I think you have understood how adverb works, how adverb functions in a sentence, and how you can use adverb in a sentence. I will take class about the position of adverbs in a sentence. I will tell you more about adverbs and their examples so that you can grasp or understand or make out the mechanism in adverb quite easily. So let me finish for this topic right now, and let us move forward and go ahead. If you have anything to ask me, I will give every example of this, every function it does. But you need to be very competent and comfortable how adverb is working. Thank you.